King Charles makes a monumental mistake by giving Prince Harry the audience with Meghan, Archie, and Lily that they have been so desperate for, but not all is as it seems. And by the way,
It's a totally normal thing to be doing.
So this is our goat yoga practice.
I can tell. Yeah.
Where we are essentially trying to channel the energy of the goat and envisage the mountains yourself. I want us to look at a goat and say, "Thank you, goat," and come seated. Does anybody here know any fun facts about goats? Close as you can into the eyes of the goats around you.
maybe a few years ago we would have thought that type of shtick was cute, but now we see Harry for what he really is. Doing goat yoga. As I say, and making crap jokes and boasting about the fact that he still thinks he's So this is what happened just after we went off air on Friday night UK time.
Let's bring you some other breaking news now. It's understood the King and Queen have hosted the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet at Highgrove House today. Before today, the Duke of Sussex had only seen his father once in the last 2.5 years. The King and Queen hosted them at Highgrove in Gloucestershire. It had been unclear if Meghan and the children would join Harry on his visit to the UK.
And that is the reason why Prince Harry was like the cat who got the cream on this awful new podcast with Joe Marler.
Full name?
Henry Charles Albert David, Duke of Sussex.
It's a long one.
Yeah. All right, Jake.
Now, of course, this isn't a man who should be laughing along with anyone. He has just been completely shamed and exposed as a liar by a top British judge, who he then accused of being part of some type of conspiracy, meaning that even the establishment Times newspaper is calling for him to be stripped of his role as a counsellor of state. But Harry, I believe, is now a 42-year-old embarrassment. I mean, making jokes about your private bits, do we really need to go there? Or as that one put it, pretending to have balls.
Okay, everybody
No, mate, we just look at you. We look at you now and we cringe. We cringe hard. He is. But as I say, there are a lot of people saying that this meeting isn't disastrous because in some ways it was Prince Harry and Meghan Markle having to kiss the ring. I mean, look at this picture tracked down from Prince William's jaw. I did quite like that because, of course, there would have been a part of Camilla who was there to listen in, to make sure no lies were told, and to make it clear whose terrain these two were now on. Of course, I believe the real visit is because of Althorpe and because of the need for them to secure footage and stories involving the two children ahead of this documentary for the 30th anniversary of Princess Diana's death next year. We do believe that over the weekend, Archie, Lily, Meghan and Harry were all at Althorpe. The Sun reported Prince Harry was seen leaving the ancestral home on his own. He was driven from Althorpe to the final leg of his UK visit. Sources told The Sun that no details will be leaked about the private family gathering and no photos will be released. Time will tell. Okay, time will tell because we don't believe a word you say. After last Well, after the last 6 years, to be honest. But trust me, stuff is going to be leaked from this meeting. It might just not come until the documentary next year. Interestingly, Charlotte Griffiths, who has now admitted that Prince Harry's team were leaking too directly, did have information inside this reunion. An observer said Harry turned up at Invictus with a massive smile plastered all over his face. Everybody was looking absolutely delighted. It wasn't just acting. Liam Maguire, his UK aide, looked absolutely like the cat that had got the cream as well. Then rumours started to go around that they were going to Highgrove this weekend. The Sussexes are believed to be staying at Althorpe. And Harry and Meghan have spoken about their wish to introduce their children to their British roots. During his visit to Warwickshire, Harry said, "I love being here. This is the highlight of my month." Actually, probably the last few months. It's very easy to sit in your grief, to sit in your stress. But guys, if you are feeling it, to share it. So Harry admitting in public that not all is good with his mental health at the moment, which I guess we knew. Of course, there are two sides of this debate in terms of who comes out of this meeting worse. Peter Ford writing, "It is confusing because Meghan will not accept an apology from her own ailing father for one indiscretion, but is willing to go crawling back to the royal family that she said was racist and gave her suicidal ideation." Now, why now secured, I hope and pray it doesn't happen, is that King Charles shows up in 1 year's time and probably shows up with Meghan and the two children too. And that's when the photo comes. So sure, Meghan didn't get it this time, but they are on the road there. If you value the whole truth and nothing but the truth on these royal stories, make sure you subscribe to Outspoken right now. It allows me to work outside of the MSM and the Royal Rota.
They definitely are, Dan, because we did get information in the Times that the kids maybe were going to be at some of the public-facing events here. So Harry and Meghan's claims about privacy for their children, of course, we all knew it was complete hogwash, but now we have even more confirmation that Harry and Meghan are fully willing to utilize their children in order to help maintain their public profiles. But this whole thing has been sort of a mess, and it's unclear what anybody in some ways was going to get out of this or what this will look like in the future, because of course we understand that Charles wants to see his grandchildren. Maybe he thinks he wants to have a relationship with his son, but what does this mean for the monarchy? I think that's still a little bit unclear where Harry and Meghan stand, because they are allowed to do this cosplay royal routine with impunity, and it is damaging the monarchy. It's confusing people.